Hello Cobras, and welcome back to Super Paper Mario. I'm TryclydeTamer. You may notice that after leaving the pits that we visited last time, there's a little bit of inconsistency with my stats. That's because I don't really want to keep them as they are to be overpowered, so I'm not going to have my infinite 3D double power added on to how overpowered I got anyway, and my just overall insanity of everything. And of course I don't have Dash L, so my speed pixel of choice would be carry, even though she's pretty much the only one aside from Dash L that makes you go any sort of bit faster. So in this episode we're just going to be going straight for the final heart pillar to put in the pure heart that is Love Bee. You may remember that it was right around here, so let's just hop around and put it into place. That's the door to a final area if I've ever seen one. So there we go. All 8 of the pure hearts are in place. Now only the chaos heart at Castle Bleck remains. Just get out of the way of all this stuff and let's not bother trying to jump over the gap. You may notice someone's waiting for us here. Norim. So the time has come. The time is now. Heroes, the last door is at the top of Flopside Tower in the center of town. I'll go ahead and wait there for you. Once you're prepared for the battle that waits beyond that door, come to me. Well, I'm not fully sure if I'm ready to go yet. I just remember like all the different places we visited. So let's reminisce back to them as we collect the treasures on the maps that we get from Flam in Flopside. Okay, montage time again, but no worries as this one won't be near as long. It's only going to be a couple minutes. Starting off by going to Flam to buy the maps. Basically the way you can do it is grab as many maps as you can. Of course you're going to have to spend a lot of money and you get plenty of rewards to pay it back. You want to go back and forth when you're done getting some maps, so he'll most likely have some maps back in stock for you to get. And briefly back there I showed Captain Gills, the giant fish that was tossed into the flip side bottoms. And he's kind of big now, so might as well get into the explanation. I've been showing Chapter 1, of course. There was a couple in Flipside that I had to grab ahead of time. But then we start getting off to Chapter 2. Things really aren't too bad. Definitely in Chapter 2-4 you start to notice that you have to go through the levels a lot, so thank me that I cut everything out, especially having to get one at the very start and then going to the very end to get the next one. And as a reminder, we won't be getting all of them all at once. There's still some maps that I haven't picked up by the end of this, and I don't think they would appear at this point anyway. They would most likely appear after doing the main story of this game, so you can grab them in the after game. That volcano one is a little bit weird because you think you'd have to use Fleep when you're in the background to see if it would actually work. And the Hornfels and Monzo card was kind of annoying for me because I had to comb the chapter multiple times and ride the minecarts back and forth. But yeah, back to the main video after getting the one in Chapter 7-3. And of course I'll have to edit that in on my own time. But now, let's climb Flopside Tower to the very top. Well, at least it's not like a completely upside down thing as far as we know. If things do go in a weird direction, it goes to the right and then to the up. Come on, you gotta make it efficient and just go straight up. I don't know. I'm not going to knock on their design choices. This is the final door. 8 pure hearts versus the Dark Bronosicus. Castle Bleck awaits. There was something on the last page of the Light Bronosicus. Only those who have not abandoned hope can turn back the prophecy of doom. They walk forward into the future, no matter how dark and uncertain it may be. Merlin's here to join us. You have fought all this way because you believe the future can be bright. I can't go through this door with you, but I send you with all the hope in my heart. I know that you can do it. I too believe it in my heart. Thank you, both of you. Leave it to us. Are we going to group hug? Enough pep talk, Scramps. I'm doing this for me. Chippy. I don't know what is in your mind, but if this is too hard for you, please feel free to stay behind. No, I'm going. I've decided. I must do this. Tippy, if your memory, return. Tippy, you've changed much. You've grown so strong. So, be sure to return safely to me. I will, Merlin. Let's go. Let's defeat Count Bleck. Let's save all these worlds from destruction. Absolutely. As Void appears to be growing ever stronger. And hurry, for the worlds may not have much time. In that black span of nothing, you will find Castle Bleck. You may face battles harder than any you have endured thus far. If you feel ready to face this challenge, then please go forward. Well, I may not have the overpoweredness from defeating the pits last time, but I think I'm ready to do this. That was just a little bit of training. Let's go. Mario, Princess Peach, Bowser, Luigi, be strong. And you too, Chippy. After finding every pure heart, the band of heroes set off for Castle Bleck. The stakes were high as the ominous void grew larger and the end drew near. Could Mario and friends stave off the inevitable and overturn the prophecy? What strange twist of fate awaited Tippy and Count Bleck? These thoughts plagued the minds of our heroes as the curtain rose on the final act. Chapter 8-1 The Impending Darkness. So here we are at last, Count Bleck's castle. And menacing it is, with a giant door. So Blumiere is here. Never mind. We better get going. Yes, Tippy, we should. Welcome to Castle Bleck entry. Get used to the song because it's going to play the whole time we're here. But I have no complaints of it whatsoever because it's one of my favorite songs in this game. Alright, let's enter this giant door and begin our final battles here. Alright, as soon as we go in, how about we go in and flip into 3D? We see a long expanse of a corridor, so let's not bother. Alright, we got Koopa Trolls in here. It's our first time facing these proper because the pits aren't canon, dude. Alright, I'm doing a thing I briefly showed, but I never really explained. It's a little trick of how to get points, and it's not really working out for me as I'm trying to use carry to jump on. But yeah, I can just keep bouncing those guys back and forth and racking up my stylish points, and dang, they're kind of putting a dent on me. Kind of forgetting that I don't have as much HP as I did. Hey, we got Magiblast. How about we go ahead and try using a catch card? It's not like I'm too concerned on how it gets used. And it's not going to be able to be utilized to its full potential. There are no more, so to speak, caught cards to get in the game, aside from a quick little final challenge that'll be in a bonus episode. And of course, the remaining maps that I kind of forgot to mention because, well, I didn't really get all of them in that montage that I did. I've recorded it all on my own, but I have yet to commentate it, so that's how things are going. I like the stairs in 3D, so let's just have a look at that like that. Ew, so flat. It's weird to see like the Magiblast in 3D because there were a couple of those guys. Might be more later on. I believe that way is something that we're not quite too concerned yet, but things might start to look a little bit familiar in here. Let's switch to Peach, because I'm sure she remembers this room. The little balcony kind of thing with the raptors going off to the never-ending abyss of the void down there, even though it kind of took her to flip side, but she was kind of knocked out cold due to the shock of it all, but she's probably strong enough to deal with it. Dang, I'm getting some turtly leaves around here. Do I want this one? Might as well. Might as well grab hold of it and be stronger for my journeys ahead. Just wait until we get a little bit closer to enemies, such as this Boomerang brother. I wasn't such a big fan of your dark brethren in the flopside pit of 100 trials. least I'm only taking 1 damage with my turtley leaf. Come on, I don't want to float down. I just want to plop right down onto you. Alright, let's just walk on ahead, waltz on through, and we are moving along. Inside, we got a Mr. Eye here to greet us. But that's not the only eye of interest. We got 3 eyes. 2 are blue, 1 are red. Are you albino, or are you a shiny? I don't know, I killed you. I don't like killing shinies. I've been having a never-ending hunt for a shiny Turtwig, and recently switched over to Cyndaquil because too many Turtwigs, huh? Seems like the odds for shinies in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire just aren't what they should be as compared to X and Y. It's like supposed to be 1 in 512, but I've hatched like over 1,000 Turtwigs. Anyway, enough complaining about a Pokemon game. Like, come on, that's an RPG. Do you really think Paper Mario's are RPGs? That's actually a way to do something I need to do. But something I don't necessarily need to do is over on this side. Making use of Luigi in this way. Hey, we got a stopwatch, and over in this treasure chest, hey, we got a long last shake. I was wanting to make the A an and because I was thinking it was going to be some kind of yeah, I was probably thinking of saying ultra. Like, U's are so weird. Sometimes that sometimes you gotta use and, sometimes you got to use U. Like a united way of doing things, or an understandable way of doing things. I don't know, I'm just saying things off the top of my head. How long am I in recording? 13 minutes on the video, but a little bit's probably being cut off, and not sure how long the montage for the car's gonna come out to be. Okay, there's nothing over that way. I just remembered from my practice that actually wasn't too long ago. It was only like 2 or 3 days ago, because compared to like a month, you know, because I'm kind of bad at all that. And instinctively, I like switching 3D. Good thing I did, because we're avoiding the magic plots, and it's always so weird. And speaking of weird, Koopa Strikers in 3D, that's just strange things. Like 3D Super Mario Strikers, that's just weird. Don't want to get charged up about that. They need to make more Mario Strikers games, even though they don't really do too well, and that's probably why they don't make them. There we go, we got our key, because there was a locked door back that way, and we must go unlock it. See you back there. Alright, here we go. When the music gets to the jazzy, overarching, shadowy feeling, we must unlock this door to move along. Alright, we got another long corridor. It's probably like where I see the 3D magic plots, and definitely that Cursia. I'm pretty sure. What kind of Cursia is this? We don't really tattle too many Cursias, even though I kind of do. Heavy Cursia. What could I do? I could switch to Bowser and just completely annihilate everybody and get those invincibility frames. But Bowser's such a large target, so the bones hit him. Ah, such difficulty that I am having in my life. Man, Bowser must feel so weird taking out his minions. And we got these Magikoopas that just take completely overwhelming amounts of damage due to Bowser's giant size. And we got, I believe it's a Reversia Cursia, Tech Cursia. I'm pretty sure I tattled it when I was practicing, and that's what it is. Wouldn't be able to, like, use my pixel skills or something like that, I think. I don't know. You're dead anyway. And gotta Jawbus, Robus, whatever you are. Before you die, how about I check out what you are, if I can get my sense bar just right. Jawbus, okay. So, maybe the G is soft, it has the J sound. It's always confusing, like, what is soft G and what is hard G? Is it G or J? Like, GIF or GIF? I'm pretty sure that the guy said that the official pronunciation of the thing he created is GIF, and that's usually what I say because it feels so weird saying GIF, even though it is graphics image thing. Because the F totally means thing, but I was thinking of thing. Alright, enough about all that. Let's not flip to 3D immediately because of reasons. Yeah, there we go. Those are the 3D match plots. I was like playing them off like they were so difficult. It's like, it just feels weird seeing those things that shoot their stuff at you. And okay, enough about the enemies. We got a little bit of pattern of no, yes, yes, no, yes. Seems to be a common thing in these first 3 Paper Mario games. I don't know if it's that way in Sticker Star. It might not be because it kind of broke the flow of the series, man. And then, yeah. Just gotta remember that. It's no, yes, yes, no, yes. Hopefully I'm remembering it correctly. And here we got our save block. Let's switch over to Bowser and get ready to do this. So we got a no, got a yes. If only we can reach the other one. Got no, yes, yes, no, and then yes. The little puzzle complete jingle. It's not exactly da-na-na-na-na-na like it is in the Zelda games, speaking of which I have Twilight Princess HD. I haven't really played too far into it. I got to a certain point, I'll say, saving Talo, and then my power flipped, and then I had to start, after doing the go-hurting thing, play all the way up to there again. So yeah, I've been kind of slow on my uptake for that. But anyway, enough about that. Next time on Let's Play Super Paper Mario, we climb up those newly created stairs to see just what awaits beyond us here in Castle Bleck in Chapter 8-1. Until next time, don't toast yourself.